they believe, at the top of the standings of the Western Athletic Conference after beating Seattle. So Seattle was undefeated on Thursday morning. They went on the Grand Canyon, New Mexico State road trip and got knocked back down to reality, and they are now in second place after being twice defeated. And then the Lobo women, JJ, 60-59. Tommy Olson hits a buzzer beater for the Pokes, a three-pointer. Are they Pokes if they're Cowgirls? They still Pokes? For Wyoming. And I know Cowboys are Pokes. Where does Pokes come from? What's Pokes short for in Cowboys? Do you know?
No.
They call them the Pokes. Do you know? Somebody's got to know. I know somebody knows that. We're open for you at Jeff at sportsnlabq.com and JJ at sportsnlabq.com. Tough one as it went back and forth. And Lobos, JJ, really put themselves in this position. You can tell me that it was all about Tommy Olson's three, but 2 turnovers in the last, 15, 18 seconds, bad passes that put Wyoming in a position to steal one in the pit, and they said, okay, then we will take it.
Bad execution down the stretch. You go scoreless for almost 2.5 minutes. Then the contest, 14 seconds, you have the ball in the front court. Wyoming is just in foul mode, and Antonio Anderson throws it out of bounds. It sets up that final possession, and Olsen gets her only bucket of the game.
Crazy.
Game winner, walk-off good night, and such a gut punch for the Lobos. It's a bad loss. You're at home, you have the lead, final second, she's hold on, hit free throws, and you come out of there with the L.
Lobo women now second place in the Mountain West Conference after UNLV went over the weekend. So with 2 losses, they fall 1 full game behind the Rebels. They split with UNLV, 1 in the pit, lost on the road, and so now with the 2 losses, Lobos are currently in the 2 seed. Look, we still got a month to go. We still got a little bit of ways to go. I know the conference tournament is coming at us, and we're starting to look at it and look at seeding, but nothing. I mean, when you talk about New Mexico State being in first place, they got a lot of work to do still. They still got a game at Grand Canyon. They'll be at Utah Valley this weekend. They've got the California and Seattle trip. They've got a lot of work to do, as do the Lobo women. Actually, the Seattle trip for New Mexico State got COVIDed out. I think that's not going to happen. But that's a tough one. How much of House did you see on Saturday night?
I watched the whole game.
He was terrific. Second half went bonkers. It really kind of, I think, ignited with the half-court shot just before the buzzer to end the first half. And it's amazing that a guy can be that good after having no points in San Diego the game prior.
Air Force is a favorable matchup for the Lobos.
100%.
But to do that in Clune is impressive. It's nothing to scoff at. No one's done that. That's the most points that Air Force has given up in a Mountain West game. And it was Jalen House, who's unbelievable. And San Diego State took him out of the game. He struggled against the length and athleticism, and he had a career night, a night that's in the history books now. When you look at most points scored in a half, third is Jalen House in Lobo history with 28 in the second half. And above him, look at Kenny Page and Ruben Douglas. He's on list now with Marvin Johnson, Kendall Williams, Kenny Thomas, Greg Brown.
And that's in ink now. I mean, that's in ink.
That was an unbelievable Saturday night for Jalen House. And for the Lobos to drop 91 on Air Force, it's hard to score on them in that building. And they had a great offensive night.
They gave up 60-something points a game, and the Lobos went for 91. 41 points in the second half, 43. That can't be right. That doesn't add up. 48 in the second half, 43 in the first half. And ran away and hit. It was 19-3. The game got tight now, JJ. It got down to a 3-point game. I'm going to tell you, the Mashburn House combination, and when they're on, is as good as anything in the league scoring-wise on the backcourt. Now, they're small, and this matchup is a lot better for them than some of these others they'll see. The San Diego State length and size is really tough. Air Force is not nearly as big. I think Jay Allen Tovar is coming along. 10-9 for him. 10 points, 9 rebounds. I just love the way he has progressed. And then you got contributions from other places, and this is going to be guard driven. That's 62 of your 91. 62 in a lot of games. San Diego State is enough to win, but they were terrific. Elsewhere in the league, Wyoming. What a weekend for Wyoming. Their last 2 games, they had 2 court storms, right? The Boise State win at home, court storm. The Colorado State win at home, court storm. and then they go on the road and win at Fresno State. Wyoming is winning tight games. Now, they can go either way, and you can tell me, well, the luck's going to turn, or you can tell me, damn, they've learned how to win tight games. But a big win for them yesterday in Fresno, 61-59. San Diego State beat Nevada yesterday, 65-63, after getting court-stormed on Friday. Did you watch the Aztec-Colorado State game Friday night?
Yes.
San Diego, okay, so can I preface this by saying they did not lose because of the non-call in the last play? Okay, can I preface that? Because they were down by 20, and they are so offensively challenged at times. I don't think San Diego State's going to make the NCAA tournament, okay? I think they're going to be the team left out. I think it's going to be Colorado State, Wyoming, and Boise State. Unless San Diego State wins, and I just don't think they have enough offense to win 3 games in a row in Vegas. I just don't. But they came all the way back, and it was their defense that got them back in Clune Arena. Bradley hits a 3 with about 20 seconds to go. They take their first lead. David Roddy gets a bucket with 6 seconds to go, and Bradley goes the length of the floor. And have you seen the replay? JJ, I mean, 59 minutes and 30 other seconds of the game, 39 and 30 of the game, that is a foul. I mean, it's a forearm to the chest, absolute foul that the home team got away with the no call. And again, I'm not telling you that that's what cost them the game, because when you're down 20 and shoot like that, they miss more at the rim than any team I've ever seen. Ever. They are really good at getting the ball inside. They must have missed 30 shots at the rim. You think I'm exaggerating?
I'm sure the numbers be pretty high, because I was surprised about the late run that they did.
It was terrific.
And yeah, it's one of those things in sports where, for some reason, on a final possession or a final play, that's when you're like,
mug a guy.
You can destroy someone, and they're like, well, it's just the way it is.
Especially on the road, right? Especially if you're at home playing defense. It was, I mean, I'm looking at it just going, and they wouldn't, God bless Jenny Kavanaugh. She's a friend of our show. I like her. But that Homer crew that they had, her and whoever was doing, right? I mean, and so they were cheering, we're going downtown to Fort Collins to celebrate, and okay, and they wouldn't show you the replay. They showed every replay but that.
But the final one.
And then you see it on social media, and you're just going, well, no wonder they didn't show it. It was brutal. But you lose. I mean, just don't get down 20. How about figuring out a way to score and make a layup? So that was yesterday in the Mountain West. And on Saturday, Utah State with a big win over UNLV. Boise State continues to roll, and so you've got a big separation at the top. It's Wyoming, Boise State, and Colorado State with San Diego State next. And I told my Aztec idiots, they're running around. Okay, we'll win the tournament. We'll just go. I'm like, dude, there's 7 teams that can win this tournament. I honestly. Dude, don't you think there's 7? The top 4, Utah State, Fresno State, and UNLV could all go on a run. You think I'm pushing it a little bit?
I think you're pushing it with UNLV. Just
because they're home and they've got the athleticism and they got Bryce Hamilton. I think Bryce Hamilton's the best player in the league.
I think Bryce Hamilton can win you a game, but not 3.
You don't think he can win you 3? And they may have to win 4. They may.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to stick to it. I still think 7, but you think 6 can win it? Utah State can come through and
Utah
find a way?
State is the most dangerous team right now.
And they're going to finish outside the top 4 easily. And what about
Boise, Wyoming,
Fresno State? If they get hot,
I'm more on Boise State.
I wouldn't bet either of those.
Wyoming, San Diego State, Utah State.
All right, so you got 5. All right. I mean, hell, we're
4.
going into a tournament. So which one did you leave out?
Fresno State.
Boise State, Colorado State, Wyoming, San Diego State, Utah State.
5. Yes, my
5.
bad. I can't count.
Yeah, that's all right.
So there's 5.
There's a good separation. All right. We've got a lot to do. We got so much to do. Did reach out, try to get Jalen House. It's an off day for Lobo basketball. So going to work on Jalen for you for tomorrow after that 42-point performance. They've got a slower week this week. Finally found a game. Northern New Mexico will be in the pit to play on Friday. 505-246-0610. Come on in. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Mix a little.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive. Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive. Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive. Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Another coaching hire in the National Football League. Miami Dolphins have filled their position. The offensive coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers, Mike McDaniel, has that job. Mike McDaniel is the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Opening drive, me and JJ. A. Marie's producing. So is Adrian. You can get in at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. So we got two jobs open. Texans are reportedly talking with Lovie Smith. Where else? There's a lot of, Texans job. Like, really? And then the Saints are still open. I said to you before the show, I said, with all this screaming about everything that's going on, and I'm not telling you it's wrong. I mean, it's obviously it's right, but with all the noise, with all the vocal noise coming off of the Brian Flores lawsuit, I haven't seen any black coaches got hired, and you pointed out that Mike McDaniel is mixed race. His father's African American, correct?
Yes, Mike McDaniel is a biracial head coach.
So, not that I'm looking to check
But-
boxes. So
Does not appear to be that, and so people
you know.
are still losing their minds over the weekend.
So I didn't see what were people saying over the weekend. So because I'm not going to lie,
That
I
like,
didn't.
oh
see-
look, just another white dude on the coaching tree getting hired in the NFL. Like that's the
and that really is the mantra. right?
talking point with all of these. Yes.
It doesn't matter if someone's qualified anymore. It's just another white dude, right? Yeah. Does the fact that he is mixed race, does that matter? Should it matter? This is where I'm really struggling with the conversation. And I want to understand it better. Oh, I understand, the premise of it. I absolutely understand the premise of it. There's 32 head coaching jobs and one black man and 70% black people in the league. I understand that. And I understand that there's a big issue there. Will Mike McDaniel, JJ, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Satisfy? Will it help the conversation? Maybe that's the right way. Will that help the conversation? Is that a hire that will, or not? He doesn't look the part.
I think at this point in time, I don't think there's anything that's going to satisfy some people that are upset about this.
Right.
But Mike McDaniel, over the last month, in terms of the public, became a very intriguing figure because he's young, he's hip. If you watch his press conferences, he's engaging. Like anyone who drops a Mike Jones reference is a winner in my book. And coming from a place in San Francisco where you look at what they were able to maximize with Jimmy Garoppolo, if you're in Miami, you're going, I want a little bit of that for Tua. A guy that can create an offense that puts players in position to succeed. So Mike McDaniel became a very hot candidate, highly thought of in this trend of young offensive minds. But with everything that's going on, and I think you put it rightly, this is the conversation where, yeah, there's something to talk about, but it's not the fault of the people that are being hired right now either.
This is where, and I said this last week, I look at the people, whether it's, pick one. I don't care, pick one. By most accounts, all these people are pretty qualified, right? Nathaniel Hackett seems like he's qualified, right? Brian Dable, by every account, is pretty qualified. They're going to be in the crossfire because of the controversy of what's going on and who's not getting hired. Now, are they more qualified than Brian Flores? Or this is where I've got to yield. This is where I'm not going to sit here and scream because I don't know. I honestly don't. Is he more qualified than Eric Bieniemy? I don't know. I'm not sitting in that interview room. I haven't combed the resumes. I don't have access to the resumes. I don't know what their philosophies are. Honestly, I don't know how Mike McDaniel gets along with players any better or worse or in comparison with Eric Bieniemy, Brian Flores, anybody. I don't know. I can listen to what's offered, sift through the information. I can't give you a hot take here. I just can't. And I understand that the conversation is, well, if they're even, if you're weighing Brian Dable and Brian Flores, or Eric Bieniemy and Nathaniel Hackett or Mike McDaniel, then you should go with the African American coach. Okay, I'll listen to that, but I don't know that it is that it's that even. I'm not sitting in that room. All I do know is everybody who's making a hire, whether it's in Minnesota, who'd you guys end up with? Kevin O'Connell. Is that done yet? It can't be done until the Super Bowl's over, right?
Yeah, technically he can't sign a contract till after Super Bowl.
So I don't know if Kevin O'Connell's any better than any of them, all right? But, JJ, here's what I do know. I do know that everybody who is making that hire, whether it's the general manager, the owner, the whoever, their professional reputation, and in some cases, if they're not the owner, their jobs, their livelihood is on the line. So I've got to believe that they're, in their mind, going with who they believe best gives them the best chance to win. Now, you can have this conversation that says, but is their mindset that the black coach doesn't give them a chance to win? We can have that, and I think that factors in. And that's got to be reset. I think that's an issue. Okay? Well, the people in the room don't look like the black coaches. More and more they are, but you're right, they don't. And so, to me, the issue goes a couple layers deeper where the people are making, I firmly believe the people who are making the decision are making the decisions because their livelihoods are on the line too. Their reputation, they have to hit on this or they're fired, right? The better the team does, otherwise they're gone. But in their mindset, as a white coach, I mean, is it subconscious? I don't know. I've heard this a lot, and this is where I start to get a little validity to it. Because I don't believe there's 5-6 guys sitting around saying, you know what, though? I think the white guy's bad. I don't think they're saying that, but I wonder if there is there a thought process that way.
Well, I think, too, with the ownership, because they have the final say on the situation.
Yeah,
even the owners we don't talk about, even the owners we think aren't in the room meddling, they all are in that room meddling.
They got to sign off on the hire.
And so I think there is a different conversation at times between ownership and general managers.
So you think that they come to the ownership and say, all right, here's our guy. Well, who's number 2? Yeah, I kind of like number 2. You think
absolutely
okay,
that.
So you think there's some situations where ownership's talking them out of it. Okay. It could be.
That's what happened with Minnesota and Jim Harbaugh.
Okay. That's what that's what I've been reading, yeah. But there were a few, right? In the Minnesota thing, there were like a few people in the opera. You have like 7, 8 cooks in this kitchen on this one,
Yes.
and there were like 3 people who didn't want Jim Harbaugh.
Yes, there were 3 stakeholders.
Yeah.
So that definitely comes into play.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think, and that's where I think, some of this starts is. I don't think anybody goes into it saying, "Well, we're not." Now, I do believe there are situations where you go into it and you've got a guy in mind. And I think that happens in every position. When A-Marie got hired, A-Marie was in mind, right? When the whole process was open for producer position, no, it was.
Oh, yeah.
And they waited till you finally freaking applied, and then you got the get, right? Whatever. Now, I don't know if that happened like that. I honestly don't know.
It just seemed like forever.
No, I don't know that. But, JJ, I do believe that there's situations where there's someone in mind and you go through the process and it affirms what you believed, right? Or the word sham comes up, and are there sham interviews? And I'm going to guess plenty of times in corporations. And why would we think the NFL would be any different? All right, we're going through the process because this is the process we have to go through, but we know who our person is. But I don't know how you fix this, man. I don't. And the answer is easy. Well, you hire black coaches. No, I got that. I get that. But if that's the case, with all the noise that's going on, with all the light that's been shown on this issue, and there are good black candidates out there, whether it's Eric Bieniemy or Byron Leftwich or Brian Flores or Leslie Frazier, I guess Mike McDaniel should fit in that. Is that correct? I mean, what do we do with this now? And I say we. I mean, this isn't.
It's you're looking at what's one of the major stories, the Super Bowl, and it's Brian Flores versus the NFL, and talking about the hiring processes of the team in that league. And right now you wonder too, what kind of impact that's having on the Houston Texans situation, because that's one I really don't get. So you hire David Culley, and you're like, this isn't working, but yet you're going to look at the defensive coordinator staff, and that's going to be your top candidate now?
I look. But that's such a jacked up organization. I mean, honestly. Like, does that surprise you that it's that organization that's doing that?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Hey, guys, sometimes you can do everything right. Everything still need a little help. You can eat right, you can work out, you can watch your weight, and still end up dealing with some things that Mother Nature throws at you, and that's where New Male comes in. Gentlemen, if you are dealing with some of these very natural things like being tired way too often, hair loss, weight gain, or even erectile dysfunction, give New Male a call. New Male helps men all over the country beat these things with industry-leading testosterone replacement. The phone number is 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or you can visit them at NewMale, that's NUMALE.com. Reality is, as you age, there's a good chance you're going to be affected by these very natural things. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it. Do something. Make the call. Make a huge difference for you. 505-652-1688. They're convenient. They're here in Albuquerque. They're with you through the whole process, and it works. Guys, the results are real. Call NewMail at 505-652-1688 or visit newmail.com and feel better.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos!
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610.
The Sports Animal.
Valentine's Day is 1 week from today. This could be the best Valentine's Day ever. Listen for your chance to text in and get qualified to win the best Valentine's Day ever package. It includes a $250 gift certificate from John Thomas Jewelers, beautiful flowers from People's Flowers, wine tasting for two at Gruet, and delicious sweets from the Candy Lady. How do you get in on that? Text the word love to our text line, which is 505-246-0610. Love, L-O-V-E. Text it to 505-246-0610 and get registered right now. It's the opening drive. Me and JJ and A-Marie and Adrienne. We've got Super Bowl week now. Coming up later in the show, A-Marie, considering your boys in the afternoon, and they'll be on with us from L.A., Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, is that right?
Yes.
Fred and Van are going to be in L.A. at the Super Bowl. So John very nicely sent me tips from a website called Total Pro Sports that has a former gang member sharing important tips for people going to the Super Bowl. So what you need to know about from a former gang member about going to L.A. and what to do and what not to do, where to go and maybe what not to, what to wear, what don't wear. There's all kinds of stuff. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Pro Bowl was yesterday, 41-35. If you bet on it, you've got a problem. But if you bet no, honestly.
Well, I do have a problem.
I know you do. What were you going to go bet? Like what were your bets?
Like silly prop bets.
What were you going to get? Would you have hit? You'd have hit all but one and been all pissed off that one guy cost you a lot of money.
Oh no! I wouldn't have been pissed. I don't get angry anymore.
What was the spread on the Pro Bowl?
I can't remember.
All right.
But I remember looking at the points and stuff.
All right. Now we get football this week. Did you watch the Senior Bowl at all? I didn't catch any Senior Bowl.
A little bit. Just for interested in this quarterback class because not a lot of height, but there's going to be dudes that are selected in the first round. Malik Willis.
Out of Liberty.
Yep. Big winner of the week.
Yep.
The athleticism opening a lot of people's eyes. I still think don't forget about Carson Strong.
So did he play in that?
He was at the Senior Bowl week, yes.
How'd he do?
I think he did okay. He wasn't
second day guy, or people get so desperate for quarterback that all of a sudden everybody moves up.
Feels like Kenny Pickett out of Pittsburgh.
He's a first round.
Willis are the guys that you can say, all right, if you're betting on it, they're going to be first round picks. And outside of that, Sam Howell, Carson Strong is someone to fall in love with him, maybe come up and get him in the end of the first round.
All right. Did you watch? I'm going to tell you the best thing I saw this weekend. Do you know where I'm going to go? First of all,
Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Pebble Beach.
No, Pebble Beach was great. Like I watched a ton of it, and it was great. And I'm like, gosh, I want to be there again, and I will.
That's a homer.
No,
for me.
Well, but it's close because the best thing I saw was golf. Did you? So you?
I watched everything. Like I was just we were perusing.
Okay, but
from college hoops to golf.
Did you watch the Asian tour?
No. Dang it. Dang it.
All right, so the Asian tour was in Saudi Arabia, and that's where Phil Mickelson was this week. Bubba Watson. They have big names on the Asian tour this week. I mean, big names playing on the Asian tour this week in Saudi Arabia. There was a lot of guarantees. There's a lot of money over there. And we're talking right now in golf. There's an off shot. The Asian tour is looking to kind of steal a bunch of the big guys, and a worldwide thing that there's basically a challenge to the PGA right now, where there's more money, more control, and Phil Mickelson's kind of leading the charge on this, and it's a big name to be leading the charge. Anyway, so I'm not gonna like play by play you on this thing, but it came down to Bubba Watson and Harold Varner. And Bubba sinks what was it about, JJ? About a 20-foot birdie? It was a nice putt. And so it came down to Varner, who was playing behind him, needed a birdie to force a playoff on the 18th hole. And he hits his drive into the rough on the right. It was a par 5. And hits a nice second shot, and he's on. Emery, he's 92 feet away.
Oh.
Big, bending, 92-foot putt. He needs to two-putt it to force a playoff. So that means if he makes this 92-foot snake, he wins it. And he dropped the 92-foot bender. I mean, right in the
I
heart.
gotta look this up.
And went and celebrated like you should celebrate on a golf course. Don't you think, JJ?
That was an unbelievable shot.
I mean, just it goes up the hill, right to left, and it just starts tracking and tracking and tracking and dying. And will it get there? And dude, fist pumped like you should. Caddy comes up, Yogi Berra him, and it was wonderful. Harold Varner wins the. That's the best thing I saw this weekend.
It's fantastic.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, find it. It was terrific.
That Fleetwood?
Tommy Fleetwood was playing with him. Yeah. Tom Hoagie won Pebble Beach. His first ever PGA victory. Jordan Spieth fell apart down the stretch. He bogeyed 17-18. He missed like a 3-foot putt. Well,
it doesn't happen
on 17. Yeah, he hit it into the trap on the par 3. Came out, gave
Saved
himself
par.
3-4 to save the par and missed it. And then just got in his head on 18 and fell apart. Yeah. And Tom Hoagie made putts. Hoagie first a veteran first time winner, gets him in the Masters, gets him in the Open. I mean, and did you just watch some of that? I mean, just the views. You get mesmerized by sitting there and watching Pebble Beach, don't you?
So pretty.
I had a buddy came over for a minute. He's like, "Dude, I want to go there. That's a bucket list." All right, let's go. Let's make a list. Hey, Marie, that should be on your golf bucket list.
Adding it right now.
Yeah, please put that. But that's one that's doable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like that one, Pebble Beach. It's a check. You got to write it. It's not cheap.
I have a free place to stay there, though.
Where in Carmel?
In Pebble Beach. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a big chunk of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a big chunk of it. I've told people of all the things I've done in my life that like have super hype and everything. That's one of the few things that exceeded the hype. It
looks amazing.
What do you fly into to get there?
You can fly into San Jose. You can
San
fly
Jose?
in there, but there's a Monterey Airport. American flies right into there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. NBA has gotten dramatic. The trade deadline is this week.
Thursday.
Russ got benched, so we got all of that to play through. We got the Olympics still that we got to get through. Lobo basketball's a winner over the weekend. Aggies win. Almost had a clean sweep, JJ, but the Lobo women. I got the call for you. We got a request.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We got that as well.
Okay.
Somebody requested
The gut punch at the end.
the gut punch at the end, and it's Super Bowl week. Oh, and Alvin Kamara got arrested in Vegas.
Alvin.
Come on, buddy.
It's the opening drive. Glad you're with us on a Monday morning on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dolphins have a new head coach. Alvin Kamara has been arrested. They're totally unrelated. The Texans are talking with Lovie Smith about their vacant head coaching job. It's the opening drive. Good day to you. Did you watch the hockey All-Star game as well?
Highlights.
Yep. Yeah, I was there with you on the highlights. It was a heavy hoop weekend, heavy hooping golf weekend. Heavy hoop, and I wanted to play so badly this weekend. This was a weekend where it was like, okay, this was the first weekend was kind of slower for me personally. Had the time.
A little cold.
Well, that's the point. That's why I did.
Yeah.
That was kind of
So
that was
get
the
a little
detriment.
dusting.
The snow that was still on the
The
golf course. Yeah.
Foothills yesterday.
Yes.
'Cause we were up.
Yes.
In the mountains yesterday.
Yes.
To your point, took advantage. It's a time where
Boy.
there's nothing going on a Sunday.
Yeah.
When sledding, fantastic conditions up
Yeah.
there at Sandia Mountains.
Yeah, Addie had an
Clouds
appointment.
came in like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she had an appointment at 4, and she's like, "Is it snowing?" I'm like, "It kind of is." And she's like, "Oh, she hasn't driven in the snow yet." And it's not like that
New
was
driver.
snow. Yeah, new driver, no doubt.
Well,
yeah,
A lot of
throw it
people
out there Wednesday,
A
but
lot
like,
of
let's
people
go.
don't know how to drive in snow, and they've lived here a long time.
Yeah, no, well, she wasn't driving that mess last week.
Practice.
Yeah, there's not enough practice. There is no,
Practice.
which is fine, man. That's why we live here. We don't want a lot of practice at that.
Correct.
No necesito practicar, pero. We don't. It was so this Saturday night was initially the fall ball, or I'm sorry, the winter ball, and get dressed up, go to the big ball. However, it got postponed because of the Omicron, and it got pushed back to whatever the prom is. And so Addie and her boyfriend, yes, got all dressed up. So she put on, she got dressed up and she actually made corsage. She came home Friday night. She bought a dozen roses. She put, Dad, do we have a vase? It was like wow, okay. So she put roses on the table, like she was all pumped. Little girl's grown up, and then she took one of them, and she made a corsage for him, and she pinned it on him. And
How cute!
Yeah, no, she did the whole thing. She went out. It was like I'm watching my little girl grow up. They had something called Tri-Lacrosse clinic. So for people who want to come out, and it was like are you interested in trying lacrosse? It was like an open tryout. So they had that. She went out there and brought a couple friends to try lacrosse on Saturday morning, and went out and did that whole thing. Came back. I mean, she's so much more disciplined than I. Hit some homework, wrote a paper, did that thing, showered, put on her beautiful dress and heels and everything, and there was this guy at my door at 5:30.
Okay, help you.
Yeah.
If you're selling, I want none of it.
Look, it's a different world, man. But yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah, she did the whole thing, man. I'll show you pictures.
Another solar panel guy at my door.
Yeah, I've already got that.
Enough.
Solar. Get away. Scram.
Did you tell
We're here to
Addie's
shovel my
boyfriend
driveway.
you're calling IPS?
I didn't tell him that. You know what? He said I'll bring her home safely, and I said I know you will. Well, he's look, that kid's been drilled so many times by everybody. I'm not going to sit there and
Yeah.
There's
beat
just
the
a
crap
line
out
of people waiting to let him know what's.
I told you this story, right? We took the poor kid to a football game.
Oh no.
I didn't tell you this.
No.
This was
I already know
a Volvo
that.
football game during the year, and so we did the tailgate scene before the game, and I mean, the kid met a lot of people, right? A lot of people, and I mean, he probably met the sheriff and the mayor and the athletic director and probably the head coach and I mean, like everybody. And so after the game, we went home, and I asked Addie that night, did he have a good time? And she said, I think so, Dad. I think. She says, hey, but I got a question for you. I said, what's that? She says, how come every one of your friends has a shovel and a pickup truck and a gun and a lot of land? Like, all that means to you is they all have
They
your
care,
back.
yeah.
That's what that means to you. And then she took him to the New Mexico Bowl, the PUBG Mobile New Mexico
Oh.
Bowl. Yeah, no, she had. She was running around PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl, and she had her boyfriend and another buddy that she's taken to the game since probably third grade, and then my nephew, my brother's kid, and so she had this little entourage. But this poor kid, I mean, everybody, and so remember Lee Marks, the head coach of Fresno State?
Yes.
His sister-in-law, it was wonderful, and I guess she said they introduced Addie introduced her, and she says, now you better, he says, I know, if I mess up, I got people in 3 states hunting me down. She says, oh no, honey, I will kill you. I feel bad we're going to chase this poor kid away. And he's a good guy. He's a good kid. I like him. I like his family. His family's Rams fans and Dodger fans mostly. Grandparents went up for dinner one time. Yeah, that's right. They handed me a beer and a Rams tumbler, and they were wearing Dodger hats. Right. Well, good people. Good people.
I like it.
But yeah, that was. She's like, oh no, honey, I will kill you. Maybe they'll have you back. That's what I told her. All right. What to do and what not to do.
Super Bowl? I can't wait.
A former gang member shares important tips for people going to Inglewood for the Super Bowl. It's what you need to know, Fred and Van. Should I send this to them? Oh, by the way, A. Marie's doing the afternoon show today. She is 2 Men On with Brandon Vogt. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
The matchup is set. Bang.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Cheese is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. This is the opening drive with 3-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
Lobo basketball explodes at Clune, 91-77. Jalen House goes for 42. Will that be good enough for Player of the Week? No is the answer, because it's the same week in which he got 0 in San Diego. Now, a hell of a the week goes through Sunday, or does the week start on Sunday?
Should
for
go
Play of the
through.
Week. I think it does. Aggies are winners on the road. Your Aggies are in first place. If they're your Aggies, if they're the hated Aggies, well, they're still in first place. And Lobo women, JJ, we got the call from you and Nikki Heckroth Lobato as they get beat on a buzzer beater in the pit, 60-59, a tough loss at home over the weekend. 49ers offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel is now former 49ers offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel. He's the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. And Alvin Kamara got arrested after the Pro Bowl. Is that why they should just not have the Pro Bowl anymore? Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. I kind of figured out.
Waiting for them in the locker room. It's like, okay.
Have it in like Wyoming or something.
And still get in trouble in Wyoming.
Could still get in trouble in Wyoming. Yeah. Yeah.
And that Super Bowl thing's happening this week.
That's this week. Yeah, that's this week. Your boy Fred and Van, and now I understand why you've been kind of quiet on the takes. You're saving all your hot takes for this afternoon, are you? You and Brandon Vogt will be too.
No, I was getting everything organized.
Oh, okay. Everybody's working on something.
No, for this.
No, I get it. Fred and Van will be in LA Radio Row. They'll be with us on the radio. I believe on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and they're going to be in LA. And so I'm going to give you some tips from a former gang member if you're going to Inglewood. And so Fred asked me, is Inglewood still up to no good? He spelled Inglewood E-N-G-L-E-W-O-D. Of course, Inglewood's in Colorado. So I responded, Inglewood, the way he spelled it, is in Colorado. So if you go there, you can cover the Avalanche. I'm going to suggest you go to Inglewood, where they're playing the game. And he says by accident. So he doesn't like hockey, huh? By accident is exactly how I'd end up at a hockey game. And I kind of told him, I said, bad move on your part. I said, it's stubborn and a little arrogant. Hockey's, I mean,
Have you ever been to a live hockey game? It's amazing.
Yes. I've been to zillions of them. Yeah.
When I moved to New York, that's one of the first sporting events I went to. It was incredible.
Hockey rules. Hockey is wonderful. Now, it may not be the biggest source of sports talk around here, which is fine. And when we get a team back, and I believe that's happening very soon. Did I say that out loud? Then
what?
Yeah, then we can go.
What league are we talking about?
We'll have
breaking news
later.
Yeah, do we have breaking news here?
No. I mean, I don't know anything. I really would. How would I know anything? 505-246-0610 is how to get to us today. 888-922-0610. You had big stuff over the weekend. Big stuff over the weekend. Is Russell Westbrook's time as a star done in L.A.? I'm going to and got benched again in overtime. He was 1 for 10. He was off. I loved Russ's response after the game. He got benched in overtime. Everybody ran to him. Russ, what does this mean? And his response was, we won. Like, the best part about this is we won. And I'm like, all right. Like, kind of a good answer on his part, don't you think?
Yes, it was. It was a very good answer because he got benched in overtime.
He should have got benched in overtime. And I don't know where that's going to go. LeBron was back. That's the glimpse of the Lakers that makes it now. They were down huge to the Knicks. And they had to go overtime to beat the Knicks. And so, good job, good effort. They won a game on national television. And because it was a Saturday night feature game on ABC, they'll get a lot of love for it.
Well, they also got a lot of grief for it, for how bad they played.
Where on the social media? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I guess there's two ways to live the world, and I guess I didn't live the world on social media on that. I watched a lot of the mainstream people just love, well, that's what they could look like, and I'm like, well, but they were down 20 to the Knicks. Like, they're 20, what was it, 23?
Yeah, when I saw it was like 23-8 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So
why are you down so much to the Knicks? I just can't love on the Lakers for coming back and beating the Knicks. I mean, good job, good effort, nice win. Congratulations. LeBron's back, AD's back. I mean, at a boy. It's the Knicks, who, by the way, aren't even in the playoffs right now in the East.
And on Russell Westbrook, he's not going anywhere.
That's correct.
I don't know who's taking on that contract even just to move things around in pieces, unless there's a team that just wants to, I don't even know at this point, throw a bunch of assets to think like, oh, Russell's this and that, expiring contracts, blah, blah, blah. You have to make that decision, Frank Vogel. Like, if Russ is going to continue to take terrible jump shots, then he's not going to be on the floor. Like, he can be aggressive, rebound, defend, but he is just a black hole when it comes to shooting. And if you're going to be shooting things off the top of the backboard, off the side of the backboard, not even hitting the rim, you can find yourself on the bench. You have to.
Yeah. And that's what happened. Look, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad shots as far as shot selection. They're bad shots out of shot execution. That's what their bad shots are. They're mid-range jumpers. They're shots in NBA. And look, how long does a slump last? And the answer is it can last a long time or it can be a short thing. Russ didn't forget how to play basketball. And I don't know. Remember, is this a sports psychologist thing? Remember when Steve Sachs couldn't throw the ball to second base, or from second base to first base? Chuck Knobloch, you guys it's probably before your time, right? Second baseman Steve Sachs, former Albuquerque Duke, I'm certain. Dodger, he was a Dodger great. Won a World Series with Dodgers. Chuck Knobloch was the same way. They played second base, and there was a time in their career where they just could not throw the ball to second base. Ian Baker Finch, who you listen to if you watch the Golf Channel, was a really good golfer. And one day, just he couldn't play golf anymore. David Duval, somewhat the same way, was a terrific golfer. And all of a sudden, something, boom, they just can't do what they've done forever. And they go to sports psychologists. I'm not telling you that's what's going on with Russ, but I would suggest that he just didn't forget how to play basketball. Russ was too good for too long that he just forgot how to shoot. Now, I'm not telling you, he was never a great shooter, JJ, never. No. But he was a terrific creator. He is as athletic a point guard as we've seen in this generation. He didn't just forget how to play basketball, did he? And he's not over the hill.
He has, for as good as he can be, he has some very bad basketball traits when it comes to his shooting.
Did he always, or is that now?
He's always been a beloved shooter.
He's never been a great shooter. Now he's a bad shooter.
And the yips, I think that's a piece of it.
Yeah.
Even Russell Westbrook, who, for the most part, Russ handles himself really well.
I agree.
There's a false narrative out there about Russell Westbrook. That, he is the dude that just all about himself. No one wants to play with him. See, that's why he got the triple-doubles. He got all those triple-doubles because there's no one on that roster after Kevin Durant left, and he stayed and signed an extension with OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a lot of false narratives out there that he's not a winner, he doesn't care. But right now he's just bad offensively. Like, I don't think that's a...
So do you play yourself through that, or is that a psychological thing? And I don't know the answer to this, right?
There's got to be a little piece to that. Like, even with, as you're Russell Westbrook, you've been in this game, like, you're a veteran, been there, done that, but at this moment, it's weighing on you.
It's got to be. And I wonder if it's playing in the situation he's playing in. Is it so much pressure when you're playing with LeBron James? Is it this is a team that was built to win a championship, but we've got to win and we're not winning, and then those guys are out, so I got to carry more. I don't know, man. I'm throwing a lot of stuff at the wall here, but I've watched enough athletes over my life who were really good, and I will put Russ in that really, really good category. Really good. And now he's not. Now he's a guy who's getting benched in overtime, who's getting benched down the stretch. And I don't think he's done. And I'm telling you, it feels like you just don't forget how to play the game of basketball.
Because right now, Russ, he's shooting 43.7% from the field. And that is actually, it matches up with his career average over his NBA career.
Yeah. That's interesting, actually. It's really interesting. All right, 505-246-0610. That's how to come on in today. 888-922-0610. Your emails come in this morning, and I got a bunch of them I got to get to. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the Twitter, find JJ. It's _JJ Buck. And on the Facebook, the OD in the AM. You can watch the show there. Adrian's producing on ProView Networks, and you can find us there. When we come back, I'll go through these tips for you if you're going to the Super Bowl.
I can't wait.
That are from a former gang member in L.A. if you're coming to L.A. for that. Well, Englewood, that's the one in California, not the one in Colorado. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, New Mexico, strong since 1958, is your home loan leader. Built in the heart of Albuquerque, it is their goal to help New Mexicans achieve the dream of home ownership with the right loans, local expertise, and a relationship built on trust. The Kirtland Federal Credit Union mortgage team is 100% local. Your loan will stay local. You'll never send a payment out of state. You got a question? When you reach out to talk to someone about your new home, you'll talk to someone right here in Albuquerque. Meet the Kirtland Federal Credit Union mortgage team. Get started at kirtlandfcu.org/home loan center. kirtlandfcu.org/home loan center. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Membership eligibility required. See your representative for complete details.
The Just for Pros of
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport.
The Sports Animal.
All right, headed to Inglewood. That's Inglewood with an I. Inglewood, California. It's where the Super Bowl will be. I got some tips for you. Your boys will be there. Fred and Van will be there. 2 men on. Come to you. Not today, though, because it's part-time Bro and Brandon Vote. No, Brandon Vote? Part-time Bro and Brandon. Today, yeah. Today on 2 men on. A. Marie will be there, sitting in their chairs while they are they driving? They flying? How they getting out there? Taking private jet? Because that's how it's got to be, right? It's only the VIP.
Are they on the bus with Terry Bradshaw?
Ooh, have you watched his stuff on HBO at all?
No. What's he got going on HBO?
He's got a special on HBO, and it's like him doing stand up and singing and all kinds of stuff.
He was on The Masked Singer.
Was he? He's everywhere.
And he advanced a little bit.
Did he? I don't even understand. I don't understand The Masked Singer. I've not watched one speck of it. I don't understand the concept.
It's just people in costumes in a singing competition.
And you're supposed to guess randomly who it is?
Try to guess who they are.
Yeah.
As
My nephew loves it.
those singers try to win the show.
So do you have any clues, or you're just going, Terry Bradshaw?
They do packages where they give you like hints.
All right.
Who the person is.
Yeah. I'm going to miss it.
I've watched a fair share of Masked Singer.
So Tilly likes it.
Yes, it's one of those things that
I understand how that works. Believe me.
When you're like, what can I? There's a MAC football game on Tuesday. Oh, dang it!
Come on, I want to watch Bowling Green and Ball State. It's a big...
Can't pull that one over.
Yeah,
it's for work.
Yeah.
Nope.
Come on, the Avalanche are playing the Kings.
Yeah.
No, can't have it. It's just hockey. See? Hello, Rudy. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good. I went up to my happy place over the weekend, Taos Valley, and
that's good.
You know,
got some
after you get
pow.
4 feet of snow,
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
Some fresh pow.
Yep, got off the mountain Saturday and went to my friend's condo just in time to listen to the last 30 seconds of the women's game. So that wasn't my happy place for a while. That's a tough loss, but good teams, you know, don't lose 2 in a row, and I look them to be back. And it was just unbelievable how that game ended.
Yep, they throw the ball away twice and then get the 3-pointer splash in their face from a girl or from a lady who had not scored a point all day. Yes.
Yeah, well, you know, when your home winning streak ends, it usually ends on something quirky like that. I remember when the Men had won 41 straight games, and BYU came in, and they didn't even have to look at the rim. They could close their eyes and make a shot that day, and meanwhile, nothing went down for UNM. So that's what happens, but I'd rather get that out of the way. And you know that's a team that you're going to have to beat in Vegas, so it is difficult to beat people 3 times in a row. And I think they'll bounce back from that nicely. Meanwhile, I don't know. I mean, if you'd have told me before the game that UNM would not – they were, 6-point underdogs, I think, to Air Force
were they?
Up at Clune?
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were underdogs.
I'll take your
in that
word
game.
for it. All right.
I don't know exactly how many points because they fluctuate, but
it doesn't matter.
If you'd have told me before the game that UNM would not only cover, but score 91 points against Air Force, I'm still scratching my head at that one after watching it.
You know, it's a way better matchup than playing, a big Roddy or playing that big Boise State front line or playing Ike or playing what San Diego State throws at you or even UNLV. They finally got a matchup.
I guess that's what it is, and I don't know. I guess it's just some nights you're on. If you're hitting half-court shots, then I think you're on.
That's right. All right.
And, this will be something fun to watch and see how the team develops. I think San Diego State is probably one of the best defensive teams in the country and one of the better defensive teams I've seen. They are really challenged offensively, and I think they're only going to go as far as Bradley can carry them.
Well, I just don't think
like they have anybody else.
I agree, and there's no. I mean, they miss. It sounds like you watched a few of their games. Do they miss more at the rim than anybody you've ever seen?
Yeah, I don't get that, and I don't know if it's maybe because they put so much emphasis on defense, and they're a fine defensive team, and
they're a nice
they can cause you a lot of problems. I'm wondering if maybe the best team isn't Wyoming because they took down Boise. This is going to be heck of a tournament coming up.
Thanks, Rudy. No, it is. They had a hell of a week. Wyoming did, and again, if you missed their week last week, they beat Boise State at home, and Boise State's 14-game win streak stormed the court. They beat Colorado State in the border war. Was that an overtime game? I think it was an overtime game, and they stormed the court. And then they go on the road and win by 2 at Fresno. They've had a heck of a week, just a heck of a week. All right, here we go. You ready? The gang members. So there's a story in Total, and thank you to John for sending me this. Inglewood is where it is. Inglewood's rough. This is from a gang member or former gang member. It says basically the entire area of Inglewood is gang related. Rocking the wrong color or hat can get you in a world of trouble. So there's a guy named Philip Barnett on Twitter. He took to Twitter and gave out some feedback from his uncle, who wanted them to be safe. The uncle spent his career, whatever that means. He's now getting a pension from a gang. So what to do and what not to do. I'll go through the whole. There's 19 points on here. Some of them are better than others. Yes, there's traffic everywhere, literally everywhere. JJ, you'll love this. If you're staying on the valley and need to go up the 405, the far right lane moves faster than the fast lane. Don't ask why, it just does. He's not wrong. Costs money to get in the carpool lane on the 110, but don't trip the ticket. You'll get it in the mail. It's like 75 cents with a $2.99 processing fee. Who knew that? If you knew that, wouldn't you do that? Remember when I told you I got that ticket in Culver City for rolling a stop sign?
Yes.
And it was $492. $492. I would tell Anne Marie, but she's talking to Fred right now. Look at it. Look at that. See, I talked to Anne Marie right now. She has no idea I'm talking to her. Distracted. Fred, get out of my studio. Trying to talk to our producer. Sorry. It costs money. Oh, I gave you that one. If you need, I was just talking to you like 3 times, and never mind. You can save it for the afternoon show. If you need to go down the 405 hill, don't pump your brakes. Just take your foot off the gas. All right. There's a bunch of stuff in here. The clubs and bars and lounges will be ridiculous price. Prepare to drop $30 to $60 to park at a bar. If you're lucky to park, $100 to get in.
What?
Yeah, $100 to get in. The game is in Inglewood, INGLE Wood. Don't be fooled by the gentrification. It's still the hood. Please don't come out here trying to floss what you got with your PPP loans. Okay? Don't come out here with them deformed BBLs. You'll get made fun of. Everyone in L.A. has Omicron. Just accept it. All right.
It's not funny, but...
Well, it's probably true. The homeless are everywhere. A lot of them. Don't be alarmed when you see their apartment-sized tents on the streets and freeways. Unfortunately, those are the times we live in. Okay. Don't go sightseeing in the hood. This was for Fred. This was for him to hear instead of him coming in and talking to our producer during the show. I thought they were already on their way.
They're on their way now.
All right. Don't go sightseeing in the hood. The movies and TV shows are real. It's not as bad as it was, but just because you see palm trees doesn't mean you're safe in a safe place to walk at night or day. LOL. Haha. Celebrities are going to be everywhere, especially in Beverly Hills. Act like y'all got some sense, please. And then at the end, go home. We have enough people. Don't be looking around talking about, oh, this apartment looks nice. No, it don't. It's going to cost you 3 to 4 times what you're probably paying in your home state. Go home. And lastly, see, you finally need a local tip? It's perfectly okay to get a hot dog wrapped in bacon, an alley dog, tacos, or corn off someone on the sidewalk. It tastes best when they don't speak English. Get you some good food. So there it is. Just don't be a fool. Oh, and then it says...
Don't be a fool?
Yeah, it says not listed above. If you see a bunch of people rocking Houston Astros gear, trust me, they're not Astros fans. You know what? If it's not Bengals or Rams, just stay away from rocking whatever other team you may cheer for. There's a high probability that a gang in the area has adopted the colors and that logo, and it now belongs to them. Don't fight it. Just accept it and move on. So don't wear your Avalanche gear.
Yeah. Come in. MVP Jokic.
No.
Houston Astros.
Well, I mean, that's for Van. I don't want him to wear his Astros gear.
Good point.
He's a big Astros fan.
Great point.
And evidently, there's a gang that has adopted that, and just be smart.
Be smart.
Just be smart. Looking forward to talking to the boys when they'll get there, right? So they're not there.
So.
They're not there yet.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They're on their way.
All right.
Had to stop by to make sure everything's okay.
Is there,
Everything's good.
Did he fix everything for you?
No, I'm just saying everything's good.
All right, but he made sure?
Yep.
All right, as long as he made sure.
Everything's good.
All right. 505-246-0610. I got a bunch of correspondence from you that's come in. I got Terry Bradshaw trivia. Can we talk about the women? Seriously.
No, Terry Bradshaw trivia. I'm ready.
I'll give it to you later. In 1970, never mind. Terry Bradshaw. You haven't seen any of that?
No.
He does stand up, and then there's like it's inner.
Of course, I want to see him do stand up. That's my thing.
And then he sings. So it's a singing stand up intertwined with
It's
like
a variety show.
Yeah, kind of.
Old school
Like
variety
hip-hop.
show.
Also, I'm doing stand up comedy this week on Wednesday at Revel. If anyone's interested,
What time?
7:30 p.m.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Who's hosting?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They booked me last night.
7:30. Is it like all you?
I'm featuring, so
really, so what time will you
15
do?
minutes of me.
Wow. I might have to hit Wednesday.
Just so you know, putting it out there.
No,
I don't know if I'm.
Doesn't work for my schedule.
I'm not a Terry
I'd
Bradshaw.
appreciate if you did Tuesday or
Yeah,
Thursday.
can you do Tuesday or Thursday's better?
Oh yeah, that's just when comedy is in Albuquerque at Revel on Wednesdays. So
Can you move it to Thursday?
I wish I
Just
could.
for my schedule.
Wish I could. Wish I could be performing more. We're working on it.
I mean, it would just
If anyone wants to book me in this town,
Yeah. All right, 505. Sorry,
I'll perform anywhere.
Sorry, I yelled at Fred.
It's okay.
I just, I was,
I know,
like,
I was looking forward to the gangster.
I know, and I talked to you like 3 times, and I'm like,
You're like, hello.
I actually even said, watch, I'm going to talk to Anne Marie, and she has no idea. I look at her hands, she's engaged in a total other conversation.
People come in and hang out in here.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, just go hang out with Anne Marie. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at FiestaSubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at FiestaSubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers
guests in their city. And don't wear Astros gear. That's what I learned from
Who knew?
And eat the bacon dog. The alley dogs are really, really good. Everybody will hit In and Out. Can I suggest Tommy's? Huh?
Okay.
Can I mean, just instead of, In and Out, there's always a line. Now you're going to bring all these extra people into SoCal. Can I suggest Tommy's? World famous burgers since
Oh, it's Tompkins Burgers. I've never been, and I live there. And I live there.
Well, I wasn't a big In-N-Out kid. Like I love
In-N-Out.
Yeah, no, In-N-Out's good. There's no negatives to it. In-N-Out, and I like it more now than I did. But we were Tommy's. I mean, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning was Tommy's. Double cheese, no pickles, no mustard, extra chili, and it's just big sloppy chili. No fries, chips. I mean, no Coke, Pepsi. Yeah, it was. That just a suggestion if you're headed. That's all. All right, 505-246-0610, 888. That's my hot take.
It's a good one.
Tommy's. This if you're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's my big take for the day. Tommy's. If you're going to the Super Bowl, there's if you're in the Valley, there's one on Roscoe and 405. They're all over the place. TOMMY, and don't fall for the fake one. There's a TOMMIES. No. Hit the TOMMY apostrophe S. Just telling you. Everything's outside. Hit it. All right. Lobo basketball was a winner over the weekend. Big 91-77. And it's just such a big win. However, Carl doesn't understand why they're playing Northern New Mexico on Friday. I sure don't get this, he says. Why are we wasting $5,000 to play Northern New Mexico, Jeff? That should be no more than a mild gallop around Bob King Court. Little basketball is going to win by 50. I don't see how it's going to keep them sharp. All right, two things, Carl. First of all, don't you think that the gate that they'll get will be way more than whatever they're paying them? So if you're looking at it through finances, they would have to refund. Use your San Diego State ticket. This is basically you're paying the same thing that you would have for San Diego State, and they get the gate on it. So don't you think that in its own right makes it worth it? Secondly, to go out and run against somebody in a different uniform, and they tried to get somebody else.
They tried to get a Division I opponent.
They did.
No one wanted to come.
So they got Northern New Mexico. Would you rather them go, 9 days without playing?
Oh, it's more than that.
11?
It would be like almost 2 weeks.
All right. So would you rather that? And I don't know why the Mountain West made this guy. San Diego State played Friday in Colorado, Sunday in San Diego. And they also had a COVID break, and they're stacking their games up back to back to back to back to back. And yet New Mexico's got 2 weeks without a conference. I just don't get it. I haven't looked at it close enough to get it, but it made no sense. But why would you have a problem them going and playing this game? Like, you'd rather them not play at all, Carl? You have an issue?
Carl would.
Yeah. Why? Because we're paying them $5,000? Yeah, look what you're getting. You're getting a whole gate. What don't we understand here? Honestly. Okay.
They're going out there.
Yeah.
They should breeze by Northern New Mexico.
That's right.
Yes.
And they will.
And you're on to Wyoming after that.
Alabama plays Jacksonville A&M or something in November in football, right?
This is your Jacksonville A&M game.
They play the Citadel. But we got a problem. You're playing. Why? Why would you have that problem? Don't get it. Small surf, beautiful day. God, it looks really nice in North County. Get you some of that. Dan says if Ana Maria had the daily double, Jeffrey in Juan Jose, with the Lady Lobos on top of the Air Force men, she's a lot lighter in the wallet this morning. Yeah, she didn't get to the window in time. She didn't make her bet.
I did not get to the sports bet in time.
All right, so this says, can you replay? Are you taking requests? It's from Gopher.
Okay.
Can you replay JJ and Nikki final call, final play in the awkward seconds after, waiting for the photo to be developed, confirming what we saw live when the Cowgirls had their noses down at the wire? Basically what he's saying is, can I give you the final call? Oh, I'll give it to you here in a minute. Of JJ and Nikki. So can I play this for you? This is JJ Buck. You all right with this?
Yes.
I don't know.
I just want to make sure it's okay.
Throwback.
So here we are. Lobos are up by 2. Final seconds. This is courtesy of the UNM radio network. JJ Buck, Nikki Heckroth Lobato. Yeah, there it is. Sure it is. Oh, gummy. All right, let me give it to you again. This is what happens when I have to do this myself.
Right, 8 seconds on the clock. Olsen looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. Weideman catches in the corner. Baseline drive. Weideman, she's cut off inside 2 seconds. Kicked out. Olsen, three-point shot is up. It's good. Wyoming with the walk-off victory.
They are going to look at it just to make sure.
You settled down real quick, by the way.
That's Olsen. That is the first basket of the game.
What are they looking at? This was obvious.
And the Lobos defended so well in that final
So
possession.
now you're waiting for them to develop the film, or what?
You almost look like it's hard on the kick out.
Poor Nikki doesn't want to believe it, does she?
Aww.
Yeah, and we were looking at the replay, and we're just like,
Yeah, I think it was out of her hands at
what are
point
we doing here?
3. Yeah, you have to remember Wyoming.
You know what would have been good here? A good old,
Oh,
God.
The last second shot
Yeah, we'll
by
throw back.
Bradshaw, and this time it's in Olsen's hand, and they finish it.
Ball game. Thanks for coming. Good night now. Drive home safely. Good call,
God,
by the way.
some lengthy reviews again at the end of that game.
It's a good call by you, and I look, buzzer beater's always good. Hey, Marie, the best call ever. Would you agree?
It's pretty good.
One of the best calls ever. For Lobo women's basketball, back in the day, Joe Barron, they were at Utah. They were up by 1 or 2. Like 2 seconds, and Utah had to go the length of a court. And they threw the full court pass, the ball bounced around, and Joe in his very Joe Barron way, the Lobos have the ball, and Utah has the ball in the back court. They throw it, the ball bounces away, it ends up in the hands of God. Like Utah hit a shot at the buzzer, beat the Lobos on the road, and he was. It didn't even say who had the ball. It ends up in the hands of God.
Just the disappointment.
It was just. Does it count? It counts. It was so good. Final score: Utah beats New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, it was brutal. All right, well, that was good. All right, Lynn wants to know more showboating after a made shot, Jaden or Jalen, Jeff? Who showboats more, Jaden De La Cerda or Jalen House?
I'm going to say, as long as you're making them, I don't care.
All right, well, she does. She says, and why do the refs let them get away with it? Last time I looked, pounding your chest, talking trash, and flexing to the crowd was a technical foul. But it's not, is it?
It shouldn't be.
Well, it shouldn't.
Like if they deem you're doing it at an opponent, they'll tee you up.
Therein lies the difference, right?
But just being excited is not a technical foul, and it shouldn't be.
If you go for 42 and you're pounding your chest a little bit, it's okay. If you're doing it in an opponent's face, or as JJ said, deemed to be at an opponent, that's where you will get teed. I got more, 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. I'm going to get to the text line as well. That's 505-246-0610, or you can call us at that same number. Follow JJ on the Twitter. It's _JJ Buck. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
It's kind of funny. I got a little Pro Bowl story for you.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Ralph was in Vegas this weekend.
Jealous.
And he said, story of the weekend, a buddy of mine, well, maybe Ralph wasn't there, it was his buddy, who was there for the All-Star, NHL, the hockey All-Star game. They had the NHL All-Star game and the Pro Bowl in Vegas this weekend. So his buddy was playing roulette on Sunday and talking to a couple of gentlemen in law enforcement. They were at the table. They had paid big money for great tickets to go to the Pro Bowl. They were all into it. However, they did not take into account the time zone change.
Oh, no.
They didn't figure out the kickoff was at 12 noon Pacific time. They thought the game started at 3 o'clock because, well, that's what it is on the East Coast. They realized that finally when my buddy, he says, explained it to them, and it was already halftime.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Time zones, they'll get you, especially when got a lot of other stuff going on.
He said then there was, when we were waiting in line to get into Vanderpump, he said my daughter wanted to go. And my wife was talking to the people in front of us. The gent was thinking she wanted to take a picture. She was just asking if they had checked in already. It was Chris Carter. It's your guy. Yeah, you want to take a picture with? No, we're just you checked in. I don't want to. Why would I want a picture with you?
I have a really good Chris Carter story.
Do you?
Do you want to hear it?
Do you want to share it?
Yeah.
Chris Carter, former Vikings receiver.
Yes.
It was on
about his fall guy.
Huh?
Yeah, he's the one who when he was talking to young rookies was telling them you got to have a fall guy. Chris Carter's the one who said. The biggest advice I can give you: you got to have a fall guy. Like, if you screw up, somebody's got to take the blame.
Well, he's my favorite football player of all time, and he's the reason I watch football. So, when I was a little gal, I went to Thursday Night Football in Minnesota. It was at the time it was the Washington Redskins versus the Minnesota Vikings. Mm-hmm. Thursday Night Football with my dad, and I actually met Alex Smith that night too. I was on a roll meeting people. I met AP I was on a roll, and he was on the Redskins. But when I was leaving, an early flight, 6 a.m., I was so hungover. And you know how it takes forever to get on the airplane? It takes forever just move on an airplane and for everyone to sit down.
Yeah.
I turned the corner. I'm in Minnesota Viking gear head to toe because I just bought new stuff. I looked obnoxious. And Chris Carter's sitting there in first class. And I freeze because I've never met him before, and I just had no words, and I always have words. Yeah, I felt, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pathetic. I started tearing up, and I was like, can I shake your hand? That's what came out, and he was like, of course, he just wanted me to calm down, but no one understood why I was so excited, and no one recognized him around me, which I thought was really funny.
So you were totally starstruck.
Yeah. I was just, I wasn't expecting to see Chris Carter on my flight.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then the flight attendant's like, ma'am, it's going to be okay. Are you afraid of flying? I was like, this is Chris Carter. We're leaving Minnesota. Are you kidding? It was so great.
Some of these ladies some help.
Have you ever have you ever been starstruck?
Amory's like,
that's the only, yeah.
Where you just kind of,
I was just so shooken up. It was 6 a.m. I don't know. I was
just say shooken?
Shooken up.
Shooken up.
Yeah, that's good.
You're shooken up in the morning.
That's good, actually.
Oh my God. And he's like, calm down.
I love watching that happen. I don't know that I've ever been.
That feels like that would be a good.
I can be.
In the TV show The League.
Uh-huh.
It feels like that would have been a good skit.
I felt really so sad. And then I was just so awkward because no one was moving. I was like, can we keep moving? Can I get to my seat?
You're like, all right, we've had our moment. Now I'm still stuck standing here.
It was so awkward. I was like,
can I have my hand back, please, ma'am?
Yeah.
It
was so funny.
Go to the back of the plane and sit in your middle seat.
Yeah.
That kooky lady and all that Vikings gear, man. Give me my hand back. Then she wanted my drink.
It was so funny though. Yeah. I was like, move this along. I'm feeling really awkward.
That's fair enough.
How you doing? Everything good?
Yeah. So what's up, Chris?
Chris, how you living?
What do you think of the weather we're having?
That's good. No, I don't want to take a picture with you. Have you checked in yet? just checking. All right, Ken says, in other words, the weather is great in Albuquerque except when you need it to be. Like you, this being the first weekend without football, I was really hoping to do some outdoor activity. But what was that? It was way too cold to leave the house. Not really. You and your family went out and did some outdoor activity, did you not?
Yes, we went to where it was a little even colder.
Yeah.
In the mountains.
And they enjoyed the snow.
The fresh pow, brah.
That's right, brah. They had a good lacrosse clinic. There was plenty of stuff. There were a lot of people out. Ooh. Honestly, you know what? On Saturday, I think it was high of 38. But the sun was out. It felt nice.
It was really nice.
Yeah. It wasn't cloudy and 44.
The amount of parents that were putting their bodies on the line so their young kids could enjoy going down the big hill.
Where'd you go?
That somehow had moguls in it.
Did it?
Woo!
Little
or a couple.
Yeah.
A couple shots we took.
I saw the pictures, man. It looked like the 3-year-old child. By the way, I missed his birthday last week. Happy birthday to Austin Buck.
I'll let him know that.
Yeah. Well,
he thinks his birthday
so
lasts the whole month with the weights gone on.
Cute.
Promise it does. All right, another hour for you. We'll get into some NFL stuff, coaching stuff. Super Bowl's coming. Did you know that?
No, the big game.
Aren't you excited, Jeff?
We can call it the Super Bowl, can't we? I'm not selling it.
Are you excited, Jeff?
Excited?
Yeah.
So I got to figure out where and with whom I'm going to watch this game.
That is very
Yeah,
important.
is there a Super Bowl party?
Well, there's a bunch.
But,
however, right?
Not when it's
What
not
do
when
you
you
do?
got a dog in the fight.
Kind of want to watch the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and a bottle of Makers.
Good friends. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
These are more than just the sound of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
In the morning, 7 a.m. where have you been? 7 a.m. where is your brother?
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running.
This is the opening drive with three-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and J.J. Bond.
All right, I'll say it. I'll say we all love football. Love it. Can't get enough. This bowl, this preseason game, that Maction.
Too many bowls.
Yeah.
I want to know what that person thinks of the Pro Bowl.
If we're going to start getting rid of bowls, can we start with the Pro Bowl?
Yeah,
Nah.
start there first.
Can we start there? There's too many damn bowls. Yeah, okay. Then get rid of that one. And I know you're going to tell me, a zillion people watch it, and you're probably right.
Yeah.
And you're probably right. And that doesn't mean it's any good. I mean, I watched it. I don't know if, I didn't, honestly. I watched like a sliver of it. I couldn't. San Diego State, Nevada was on at the same time, and Pebble Beach was going, and I'm like, what do you think I want to watch? Not that. I'll say it. Yeah. I love me some football as much as you and all of you. Love it. And I know you do too. And I'm not telling you even get rid of it. I don't, like if someone's going to watch it, go enjoy what you watch. If you enjoy watching NASCAR at the Coliseum, watch it. If you love the hockey, watch it. If you love the wrestling, I don't get it, but go do your thing. But I can't, man. I tried. Every time I say, when I come up with one of these, I can't do, it's horrible. And I say, all right, give it one more try because people are watching it. I tried, man. I can't. It's the opening drive, Jeff, JJ, A. Marie, and Adrian. I'll die on that hill. I will. And it's like, I'm not even sure what they're trying to do. It's like touch football with no blocking, but kind of passing, but not, and nobody can tackle anybody. Right? Who led the game in tackles? That's what I want to know. Where's that box score?
You mean touching?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
How about this, Jeff?
Tell me.
Mac
AJ.
Jones has more Pro Bowl touchdown passes than Tom Brady.
Isn't that funny?
What now? What now, Tom?
How many Pro Bowls? Do you know this answer?
How did you not play in the Pro Bowl to make sure that doesn't happen,
He was
Tom?
too busy being in Super
That's
Bowls.
right. Do you know how many Pro Bowls Tommy played in?
None? I don't know.
No,
Out of the 22.
The answer's more than none.
2?
2 is the answer. He played
darn.
He played in 10 Super Bowls, and he played in 2 Pro Bowls, and the rest of the time he's like, yeah, no.
If you're the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
how do you not throw a touchdown in the Pro Bowl?
Pretty good point, man. Babe Ruth had great All-Star games. A-Rod, Jeter were good in the All-Star games. I'm just Barry Bonds put on shows in the
And
All-Star games.
Mac Jones in his first one has already beaten Tom Brady.
He's better than Tom Brady. A little Maction over the GOAT. Is he Maction? Can he be Maction?
Maction.
I guess only not if he plays on Sunday. If he plays on Tuesday or Wednesday,
Yeah.
he could be Maction. But he plays on Sunday, so he can't be Maction. Yeah. Yeah, Mac Jones has more touchdown passes than in the Pro Bowl.
Kirk Cousins did continue his interception streak in the Pro Bowl.
That was nice of him.
He had
6 for 10, 66 yards, a touchdown, and interception for Kirky. Oh, Kirky.
good old Kirky.
Patrick Mahomes threw a pick 6, didn't throw a touchdown pass. He's done. Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
I
is
mean-
done.
That second half in that Pro Bowl performance.
I mean, did you watch him? A week ago in the AFC Championship, and the way he was horrible. He's done. He's
in Kansas City has
I
to
also-
get that miss.
I'm kidding.
I also see all these Bengal fans being like, Joe Burrow's his daddy. I'm like, let's calm down. This is the beginning of an amazing, probably 10-year run of fun, but
Just
calm
tell you,
down.
Joe Burrow
And I
better
love Joe
perform.
Burrow. Yeah, he.
I mean, as much as we sit here, all right, you want to go Super Bowl? I'll go Super Bowl. Yes, sir.
Can I say? I don't know if this is an okay take. I'm not feeling the Joe Burrow is the next greatest thing since sliced bread stuff as much as everyone else is right.
Okay.
Like I get it. He wears a cool coat and necklace.
I
in
like
the AFC
him.
Championship game.
And he's got some swag, and the way he handles it
definitely
doesn't get
swag.
too high, too low. Yeah. Woo. So, next thing meaning what? He's the next Mahomes and Brady?
It's
Rodgers?
Joe Burrow is what's happening right now with Joe Burrow is what is happening with Patrick Mahomes. Like people are gushing,
Yep.
and he deserves praise.
Yep.
But it ain't that easy.
So I'll tell you
it ain't
why.
That easy.
So I agree with you, and I'll explain the gushing. Okay, I agree with you that he's not the next GOAT. I firmly believe Joe Burrow is a really good top-level quarterback, top 2 shelf quarterback, top 6 quarterback in the NFL for the next decade. Okay. Can I explain the gushing to you?
Yes.
Second year coming off a really, really bad knee injury, taking a team that had not won a playoff game in 34 years, I believe it to be, to the Super Bowl. in his second year coming off the knee surgery, and he's played so incredibly well. And then you add to that the Joe Cool piece to it, where he's got the swagger, where he's so chill, where he doesn't get high, doesn't get low, and he dresses with the glasses and the hat and the chain and the whole thing. So he's got that piece to him. But the gushing is, here he is in his second year, a guy that couldn't start at Ohio State, went to LSU, wasn't on the depth chart, the whole Joe Burrow story, and then coming off the knee injury. There's the gushing.
The knee injury, and he's doing it in a Bengals uniform.
And the Bengals. It's 34 years since they've done squat, and now they've got something to get fired up about. Yeah. Do you know one person? Show me a ticket. Except somebody who's not a Bengals fan, who doesn't have Bengals tattooed on their tuchus or a bunch of Bengals hats. Show me the person who had Bengals in the Super Bowl. That's right. Everybody had the Rams.
I'm still in awe
of
that we're talking Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. I am.
Yeah. Look, I like Joe Burrow a lot. I really like, and I do. I believe he's going to be. I think I do think he's going to be better than Justin Herbert. And everybody, and I like Justin Herbert. I think there's really good young quarterbacks. Mahomes is going to be there for a long time. Josh Allen's going to be there for a long time. Like that young core quarterbacks in the AFC is terrific. And I think they're going to beat each other up, and they're going to go back and forth.
And it's like, and we still have that Lamar Jackson guy that no one has talked about.
And Deshaun Watson, if he ever plays again.
We're worried about that when he plays again.
Well, but he will play again. Michael Vick played again, although it was different. I understand. I believe that there's going to be settlements, and he's going to play again. Because
Michael Vick did serve his time.
He did. No, he did. He absolutely did. But first of all, I don't think there's going to be somebody winning 7 of these, because I think these guys are going to knock each other out every year. It's kind of like the Pac-12 every year, right? You got a bunch of really good ones. No, it is. You got a bunch of, like that's why nobody's going to go on one of these runs. This is my vision. I don't think so, because look, there were good quarterbacks in the AFC while Brady was there, and Roethlisberger got a few for himself, and Peyton got a few. But there were those 3, right? What were the other really good quarterbacks of that era in the AFC? There were some good ones, but nobody long-standing, right? These guys, I think, are going to beat each other up for the next 10 to 15 years, and they'll each get 2. Somebody will get 3. Nobody's getting 7.
Nope.
Nobody's getting 7. But I love the Joe Burrow thing.
Just need one.
Just need one to make yourself different. Edward, good morning to you.
Man, compelling talk this morning. Good morning to all of you. It's nice to hear your voices. You know, my son would tell me when Burrow was in college, he's like, Dad, this guy's just kind of different. Now, he didn't have a ticket with him going to the Super Bowl this year, but he would say, this guy, there's something different. I tell him, son, this guy reminds me, I don't see Brady. I see Joe Montana when I watch Burrow play.
Yeah.
You know, and you could probably go back and harken the day when we watched, because he's under every circumstance very cool and collected and just delivering big throw. He took 9 sacks in that divisional round game and won the game.
That's right.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, Ryan Tannehill had a hand in that, but yes.
You're right, absolutely. You know, this group of young quarterbacks is really going to make people rethink these long-term contracts that they gave some of these predecessor quarterbacks that are right before them, because I think all those young AFC quarterbacks are dynamic and talented, and you're right, they're going to dogfight each other, and I can't see. Look how difficult it is. As great as Mahomes is, in a great 4-year run, they were lucky to win 1 Super Bowl. Well, they should have lost that Super Bowl, and they were lucky to win it.
Let me throw this into the mix. So they're going to beat each other up in the AFC, and then they're going to...
Tom Brady lucky to win in that regard, then.
Well, hold on. Don't attack, JJ. Don't attack. I'm just saying.
JJ's not wrong.
Get off my rocks.
So let me throw this into the mix. So those guys are going to beat each other up in the AFC, and then they're going to run into, I don't know, Matthew Stafford one year. Or they're going to run into Aaron Rodgers. Or they're going to run into an NFC team that's going to win the Super Bowl. And so let's just say they're around for 15 years, and they each get there twice, and they each win once. Okay.
Yep. So. No, you're right. And to JJ's point, luck is a huge component. It wasn't to disparage Mahomes. It's as great as he is, which he's amazing.
Well,
look at Rodgers, who I have a top 5 quarterback of all time, and he's gone to 1 Super Bowl. That's how exceedingly difficult it is just to win 1.
Has he only gone to 1?
No one's going to get. Yeah,
he's only won
Rodgers,
1.
Right?
He's only won 1.
He's only gone to 1. Right? He's only been to 1 Super Bowl. Hey, real quick, one of my favorite Brady stories was he was in the locker room, and some of the players, they were getting ready for a playoff game, and some of his teammates were complaining because they didn't make the Pro Bowl. And he eloquently and distinctly and proficiently said, "You think we freaking play this game to go to freaking Pro Bowl? Come on, get over it." That's a direct quote.
Well,
Everybody
relatively
makes the
direct.
Pro Bowl now, so when they put it on their resume,
Kirk Cousins does.
there's like 5 or 6 year alternates
Yes.
that nobody goes, and there's just a bunch of guys that probably shouldn't be to that planet. So I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
thanks for letting me share my thoughts.
No,
Bye.
appreciate you. So his points.
It wasn't attacking. I just think that's a questionable comment. You're taking a direct shot when you're lucky to win a Super Bowl. Lucky that the Seahawks decided to pass,
100%,
right? Like,
100%.
yes, it happens, but it's
100%.
still a little bit more than just
Luck
luck for
plays it.
Patrick Mahomes.
By the way, I mean, was Russell Wilson really a Pro Bowler this year? I love me some Russell Wilson. Was he a Pro Bowler this year?
No.
The answer's got to be no, right? Mac Jones was nice as a rookie. Was Mac Jones a Pro Bowler this year? I mean, he was because he was there and he threw a touchdown pass. That's what we're watching. Are those guys really the best? Look, Mac Jones is going to be fine. He wasn't one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC this year. Stop it. But that's what the Pro Bowl is, man. That's kind of where we are, and understand what it is and what it's not. It's the
Aaron
opening drive.
Rodgers is undefeated in the Super Bowl, so there you
He's
go.
He's won and owned the Super Bowl in all those years. He's been to one. Him and Dan Marino, except for Dan didn't win. It's the opening drive. We'll get back to your phone calls when we come back. The number to get in is 505-246-0610. Glad you're with us this morning on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The biggest game of the year.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on loan.
Love the quarterback talk. I love the fascination around Joe Burrow. Is really, really good to me because it's I don't know. Time will tell, and I get the fascination, and I really like Joe Burrow. I understand JJ. I'm going to tap the brakes a little bit on it, like he's not the best thing ever, but he's the best thing this year, kind of. As far as his story, and his story is terrific. And coming off of the knee injury, and doing it with that team, and doing it in his second year, and doing it the way he does it. There's a lot there.
He is, and he is the reason the Bengals are here.
It's two very likable quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
I think people root for Stafford.
I think so.
And they like him. I think
even the people in Detroit root for him, right? I mean, what's dislikable about him is his wife gets a little yappy at times. She does, right? Yeah. Then it's never good when your daddy or your mommy or your wifey is out talking for you, but yet if you're that person, it's hard to tell your wife, "Hey, honey, shut up." Like honestly, right?
Yes.
She's out there defending you. She's got her own life, her own personality, her own brand.
And as someone affiliated with the NFC North, a lot of us NFC Northers just like Matthew Stafford. We always have. Not a problem.
I thought, he handled 13 years of getting beat up in Detroit as well as you can. And I know there's the old adage, show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser.
Hot NFC North take. I'd just be really happy if Matthew Stafford won a ring because then he'd have the same amount of rings as Aaron Rodgers.
I think that's wonderful.
They'd both be
hot take
undefeated in the Super Bowl.
All right, and then I would ask you, let me ask you this. I'm going to throw one more at you. This will make you think, okay? I could ask you this question, whether Stafford wins the ring or does not win the ring. Better career, better quarterback, Matthew Stafford or Phillip Rivers?
Ooh.
I see you thinking that. I did my job. JJ's kind of looking. I hear the gears turning.
When I hit the wall,
you off the rocks.
Yeah.
You got me thinking.
Oh,
wow.
That's a good one, right?
Yes.
Because everybody loves on Phillip Rivers and loves Phillip Rivers. Good guy, tough situation, got 2 Super Bowls, didn't win, 80,000
He never played
kids.
in a Super Bowl.
He didn't play in one?
No, the Chargers never played in
He
one.
did. All right, so never got there, so kind of very similar.
He was a guy that, you're saying, we're Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger,
Right,
Peyton Manning.
yeah.
Rivers couldn't get through that.
Rivers was in the draft with Eli and Roethlisberger. Huh?
Yep, no Super Bowls.
So without the Super Bowl ring for Stafford, now he'll get to one, and Rivers didn't. Better career right now, today. Now, obviously, if Stafford wins on Sunday, you're going to tell me Stafford, right?
Yes, because most of us
You're
don't
looking up the
look
numbers,
at
aren't you?
stats. I am looking up the numbers.
Yeah, all right. I'll take Speech's call while you guys look up the numbers, and we'll get back into
Okay.
that. All right? Speech, good morning to you.
I got to take Stafford in that.
All right.
Because his first year, he led the Rams to Super Bowl. Now, I want to get Anne-Marie's take on who's going to win the Super Bowl.
I think the Rams are going to do it, Speech.
Ram it.
More experienced.
With my point. You're my girl.
Yeah,
there
thank
go.
you, Speech.
All right, Speech, be
He's
good.
so nice.
See ya.
He's been
it's
very nice guy.
I'm glad you're on Team Us.
Very nice
Now,
guy.
it scares me that you haven't had a lot of winners this year that you've rooted for, but I'm glad you're on Team Us.
Team Us.
And what do you got numbers-wise for me?
Numbers-wise,
Yeah.
They're very
See?
comparable.
Yeah.
I think in this one, Matthew Stafford is going to be viewed as the better talent. Because that's the thing we've always been talking about with Stafford. He's got the talent. He's got the talent.
He doesn't
just
have the
never had
team.
Well, and he's not
The
done yet,
organization.
right? I mean, you figure Stafford's got 5 more years in him. Rivers played, 18 years or something?
I mean, the Rams also, the Bengals are young, and the Rams just win all in, baby. So I think you gotta win.
You know, we've had this Phillip Rivers Hall of Famer talk, and we're going to get there at some point. Phillip Rivers is a really good quarterback. He's in the Warren Moon category to me, and Warren Moon's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I was even thinking like Dan Marino.
Marino was unbelievable, dude. Marino. So if Marino would have won a ring, you would talk about him like you talk about Rodgers. You would. If Marino would have won one, we would have him literally in the top 5 on everybody's list. Look at his numbers. His numbers are obscene. But he didn't get back to the Super Bowl. Marino was terrific. Tommy, good morning to you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Tommy the Truth at you, and I agree. Marino was the best pure passer I've ever seen in a game.
He was so good.
And he was so good. I wish people need to go, the younger generation, go back on YouTube and watch his release.
Yep.
How quickly he got rid of the ball. Wasn't very mobile. Wasn't mobile, but he didn't have to be because he got rid of the ball so quickly. He's won Super Bowl title to me. And pure ability, I would put him at Rodgers' ability or even above Rodgers. But he didn't get that ring. He didn't get back. And I see the old interviews with him saying, you know, I thought I was going to get back there because he went so early in his career.
He went his first
But
year.
he never made it.
He went his first year. They played the 49ers at Stanford, and they played in Palo Alto. And he'll be back a bunch of times, and never got back.
He was I called that game the man against the machine because the 49ers were a machine. They just, they can deal with that. A few other bullet points I want to get to. Cincinnati and the Rams, this is the classic. You build a team, and what the Rams did, they basically bought a team, gave all the draft picks away. You're playing against the old-fashioned way which Cincinnati drafted their team. So I love that going against each other. Then I love the part Stafford being at Detroit for years saying, I just need to get their better team. He goes to Super Bowl the first year. Told you about Detroit's ownership, which is a totally another story. But you're going against the team where the young kid's coming in. He's got years to come. I'm so torn here because I want to see Stafford win just because he doesn't have that many years left, where Burrow's got 10, 15 years left in the game. So it's a classic youth against experience. We've built a team to win now, right now, to where we drafted this team. So it's such a great, contrast in, one or the other. I haven't picked it yet. I'm not going to pick it till probably Friday. I'm still thinking about it. But I'm torn because I would love to see Cincinnati win. They never won one, had 2 great Super Bowls against the 49ers in the 80s. Then you have Stafford that you want to see win because, he doesn't have that much time left to get this done. He's at the tail end of his career. So I'm going to pick probably by Friday. And as far as great quarterbacks, I'm going to make a list. I'm working on it now. I haven't finished it. My top 10 quarterbacks have won Super Bowls, my top 10 that have been to one and never won, and the top 10 that never made it. Because I don't think you can lump everybody together.
Well, or never made it, or at least never won. And it's tough.
Yeah.
The best one that never made it might be Phillip Rivers. The best one who never won is going to be Marino, I think. Or Tarkenton was really
Warren
good.
Moon, I got to put Warren Moon in
Jim
that
Kelly.
list too because he did win 5 Grey Cups.
No,
but that year, I swear to God, I thought it was going to be an all-Texas Super Bowl. Never seen it before.
Yeah.
Houston against the Cowboys. And they probably would have gave us a lot of problems because I was looking at, I don't know if we could stop these guys, even though our defense was number 1. But it never happened.
Best quarterback of the Super Bowl. Tommy, best quarterback of the Super Bowl era who never won. I mean, I think it's got to be, to me, it's got to be Marino. But then, I mean, then make your list. Don't do it now. But Jim Kelly, Warren Moon, Fran Tarkenton.
Yes.
I mean, there's Phillip Rivers might be on that list as well. I don't know, but there's a bunch on there. It's compelling. Yeah. All right.
And I'll say one quick note. Even though I always believe your team sided it, don't talk. The Cowboys got 6 or 7 players on their roster that are taking up 60 to 70% of their salary cap. They've got a lot of decisions to make in the offseason.
Yes, they do.
A ton of decisions
Yes,
and
they
over
do.
the cap already. But I'll talk to you about that some other time, guys. There ain't topic of discussion for today.
All right, later. It's a good one. It's really a good conversation. Did I just dump the wrong? I just dumped the wrong one.
Oh, tell
Jerome.
He wanted to hit on some Aggies
I know
stuff.
he did.
So call
Jerome,
back.
call us back. I failed. I just hit the wrong button and I dumped the wrong guy. Sorry, Jerome. It's not because it's Aggie talk. Stop it. I know. It's just,
Come on, you jerk.
I'm a big jerk.
Jerks.
Keep them coming. This is good, actually. The quarterback talk is
and it's
phenomenal.
also not as simple as, the young guy versus old guy, because we just started that conversation with Dan Marino, who never got back.
100%. Like, there's no guarantee.
Bro doesn't have time. It could be now or never for Cincinnati.
Well, Mahomes won how many years ago? Now it'll be 4.
Yeah.
It'll be 4 years ago, right? He lost in the Super Bowl
3 years ago.
It's 3 years ago. You're like, well, he'll be back every year. He'll be back every year. He'll be back every year.
Already got 2 under his belt appearances.
Yep. Jerome, sorry, man, I hit the wrong button. What's up?
Hey, it's all good. Hey, I was lucky enough to go watch the Aggie basketball game against Seattle, and you know what? Things are coming together for the Aggies. You know, we always have the talent, and it's just a matter. Now I'm seeing, because we had a lot of deficiencies, and there's still a couple of things that don't quite sit right yet. But you know, I see them getting resolved, and you know, when we pick up the defense, man, we're good. We can go through some scoring droughts and still play really good defense, and we get a big enough lead, then we hang on, and then we kind of just poured on them at the end. But we have posts, we have bigs, we have people that can shoot, we have people that can penetrate, and we're starting to rebound in the way that Christian likes. So it's pretty good stuff, and I really, really enjoyed watching that last game. I've been to like 4 other games, and I saw some weaknesses, but this time it's like coming together for a complete package, just at the right time. Did you by chance get a chance to watch the Seattle game?
Watched almost the whole game. Yeah, no, I thought they dominated. They took control early. They made shots. It's like anybody else when they make shots. I think Teddy was terrific, 33 and 11 for Teddy buckets. But to me, Jabari Rice is the key. When he's really on, they're terrific. And then they're bigs. If McNair and McCants, I think they can dominate any team in that league with those 2 bigs. I think that's something that nobody else can match up to.
Yeah, A-Walk now, he's been, the last 2 games, he's been coming out on fire. He's just got to stay out of foul trouble, but he's been doing really, really good recently. So he's giving us another scoring punch inside, so it's fun, another rebounding presence. So.
All right, man. No, keep it going because that's fun. And you got a nice team, and they're 19-3. 19-3 with 1 loss in conference. Keep it rolling.
Well, let's keep it rolling, guys, and enjoy your show. You guys have a great one.
Thanks, Jerome. Look, they're nice right now. This is typical Chris Jan's team.
Yeah, and it was good to see the bump. You know, you figured Saturday afternoon they got an extra 2,000 in there as opposed to Thursday. There's a lot of frustration and worry coming from New Mexico State about filling that building up. But that's a good crowd for Seattle because I think there's still
people. It doesn't.
I don't think Aggie fans are like Seattle's in first place. Whatever.
Yeah.
Where's the best
Grand
team
Canyon.
from?
I've been listening to Grand Canyon team talk a lot for the last 5 years. That's who I care about. It's not New Mexico. It's not UTEP. It's not Grand Canyon. It's gonna be interesting too when they go into Conference USA. You know, you'll get UTEP, but in a conference game, but then you're gonna get Jackson State and you're gonna get Liberty. It's gonna be interesting to see how that resonates. 505-246-0610. The demand for security for homes and businesses increases every day in our town. You add to that, there's some security businesses who change the rules for current customers, and those people are calling Aaron Jones and IPS, and Aaron needs more officers. So if you're retired law enforcement, former military, you've got security experience, IPS needs you and wants you now. You will work for a company passionate about stopping crime, protecting homes, businesses, families, making Albuquerque a better place to live and to work. Call them at 505-897-2420. 505-897-2420 or visit ipsglobal.com. Fill out an application online. Get world-class training, protect, and serve your community. And remember, IPS is installing alarm systems. So if you need an alarm system in your home, they can help you. They'll respond if it goes off. They'll still respond to any alarm system, but if you don't have one, call IPS and they'll set you up for unmatched security. Don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business. Be confident during the day. They got eyes on your home when you're not there. Call IPS at 505-897-2420 or visit ipsglobal.com.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos!
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all. For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
It's a Pro Bowl where Mac Jones and Russell Wilson were in the Pro Bowl. Good quarterbacks. Good quarterbacks. I wonder if you think they're the best. I wonder if you think that they're Pro Bowlers. I wonder if you think they're All-Stars. And I don't. Not this year anyway. Not this year. But then you start talking about, telling me how great Joe Burrow is, and he's really good. He would have been a Pro Bowler. I think he'd rather play in the Super Bowl. That whole conversation is really good. 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Sid doesn't understand the appeal of In-N-Out. You like In-N-Out Burger? If you went, you would go In-N-Out?
Oh yeah, we always. If I am anywhere that has In-N-Out, I make it a go-to.
No, it's good. Sid says I never understood the appeal of In-N-Out. Mr.
I love
Sivieta.
the animal style fries.
Okay. He says I prefer the 4x0 animal style, light sauce, but I'm not going to stand in line for 2 hours to get one. They aren't that good. Okay. But they're pretty good.
The lines are always long, but I feel like they're
They
efficient.
move.
They're
They're pretty
efficient.
efficient.
Like I've never been like, ugh.
Yeah, they're like Chick-fil-A. They move. The
Yeah.
lines are always long, but they always move. Like Chick-fil-A,
I get it.
Always.
They know
Always
what's up.
long.
Yeah. Have you
And
got-
Dutch Bros. They always have lines too. If you guys ever go to Dutch Bros.
Yeah. I have not hit Dutch Bros. I always see the long.
It's like the Chick-fil-A of coffee.
Is it that good?
I go. My nephew likes. They're like cheaper
All right.
Starbucks fun drinks.
I'll try that. I'll let you get that. Are you like we used to do the? I'll do if I want a burger. And honestly, like I don't crave a burger. If I'm in LA, it's not like damn I want to go to McDonald's. Not that I never really do that, but I kind of do want an In-N-Out. And maybe it's because I can't have it. Like if they were here, how often would I get them? You know, my brother hits them like once, twice a month. He lives, you know, they're everywhere. But I don't know. Tommy's to me.
It's all about just distance from where you're at.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go out of my way to go to one. I didn't.
Like when people come home, they go to Blake's, right?
They go, yeah.
They go to Blake's.
Hit Shake Shack, and I was like, this is.
I was underwhelmed there too.
What is this?
Yeah, underwhelmed with Shake Shack. Hit that once. Honestly, the night before Thanksgiving in Vegas. You're like, you ate at Shake Shack in Vegas? No, Addie and I we flew in late. Honestly, restaurants were closed. Like the only thing we found the night before Thanksgiving, we ate Shake Shack.
Have you ever had
And I was
Culver's?
so unimpressed. No.
Culver's. Culver's is the best out of all of them. I feel like it's a Midwest In-N-Out.
So there's another. What's the Habit?
The Habit?
It's a new like. Okay, you guys don't know what that is either.
No.
People were telling me, "Oh, the Habit's great. The Habit's great." And then I saw a few of those in Southern California when I was there recently.
If you can get to Culver's on your guys' travels, go.
All right, TJ, what's good? How you living?
Good morning, family.
Greetings. What's happening?
In-N-Out Burgers, the bomb.
Yeah,
Every
it's
time I
really
go,
good.
my buddy in Phoenix, yep, first thing.
It's really, really good, man. It's really good.
And in California. But, hey, as I was driving to the Lady Lobo game, I was thinking, well, the women are going to win and the men are going to lose. So it's all good. You know, that's the way our season's going. Well, little did I know, nothing, I guess, you know. And I wasn't happy with the girls' effort. That's just the eye test. I'm sure Bradbury felt the same way. I thought they got a little bit too like, oh, we could show up and beat these guys because, I mean, Wyoming's got a couple, you know, a shooter and a big five, but our effort wasn't there for me. So I just want them to know that. I mean, they gotta come out and they gotta take these other teams' heart right away. You know, when you leave teams in the game, then they start believing, and that's what happened. Wyoming started believing. Real quick, you know, anybody, you know, a lot of people, the media's blowing up, you know, Joe Burrow, you know, making him look like he's an idiot. You know, he's not a good guy and this and that. All you got to do is go back to his Heisman Trophy speech. That's when I knew I liked him. And, yeah, that's anybody, you know, check that out. And I think he's down to earth and he's good and he's confident, but he's not a jerk, I don't think. And my fellow Lobo fans would probably hate me for this, but when the Aggies are, you know, not playing the Lobos, I'm definitely a Aggie fan. Sure. I mean, Jans is, you know, I mean, you got to give it to him. You know what? There's been coaches down there who've been hard to like. He's not one of them. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and classify myself as a hardcore Lobo fan, but I don't know any Lobo fan. JJ, do you? Who's just come out and said, I hate Jans.
A lot of them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, then I stand corrected. Why?
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys talk, but JJ, give me your assessment of the Lady Lobos' effort, and I'll listen to you off the air. Take care, guys.
See you.
It's a fair assessment. When you get out rebounded 43-24, like I get it. They got a 6'4" freshman forward in Wyoming. You still got Antonio Anderson, Shai Magruder out on the floor, and it felt like they could not get a rebound in the last 5 minutes of fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Hey, so Lobo fan who doesn't like it, is simply because of the rivalry?
Yeah.
Is it because his team stomped on the logo?
There's that.
Okay.
And I would say I don't know the exact numbers, but I do not think there's an overwhelming coalition of Lobo fans that like anything from New Mexico State.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just part of the rivalry. It's the same thing that
yeah.
you're not going to – I don't think you're going to hear many Aggie fans call up and say, you know what, this Ricky Pitino guy, I like what they got going on.
So Aggie fan used to say I really respect Rocky Long, right? I think now, since then, is there a coach that they have said that about? I don't recall that. Maybe Danny. I think there's been some Aggie fans that come in and said he's the right guy. Well, but he flat out says I don't like those guys.
Yeah.
But there's a part of you that's got to respect that, isn't there? I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know.
Got a little messy this year, all that stuff.
It did. I understand. Hey, it's the best Valentine's Day ever, and it's next Monday. You listen for your chance to text in and get qualified to win the best Valentine's Day ever package. It includes a $250 gift certificate to John Thomas Jewelers, beautiful flowers from People's Flowers, wine tasting for two at Gruet, and delicious sweets from the Candy Lady. Text the word love, L-O-V-E, to our text line, 505-246-0610. Text it now and get registered. I think we're running this through Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. When's the 10th? Would that be Thursday? 7, 8, 9, 10? Yeah, through Thursday. And you can get registered. So text the word love, L-O-V-E, to our text line and get registered right now, and you can win the best Valentine's Day package ever. I got much more correspondence for you when we get back. Super Talk. Mike Bradbury equals Jordan Spieth, says one of you. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport. including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at FiestaSubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at FiestaSubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50.
Trivia question for you. All right, so regular season. Tom Brady, now that he's retired, has a losing record against one team. One team. Do you know who that is? It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck. Would you know who that one team that he has a losing? I'm sorry. No, let me give that. There's two teams.
Two teams.
Two teams against whom he has a losing record.
Is one of them the New Orleans Saints?
Yes. That's very good. Do you know who the other would be?
Any guesses, A-Marie? Someone that...
In just overall? Like
no, this would be a regular season. Regular season.
Can I get a
Colts?
hint?
No, it's not the Colts. Can you get a hint?
Division team?
I'm thinking division.
No,
that's what I was
it's
gonna say.
as
They're
far away
division.
from his division and conference as you can get.
The Giants?
Regular season.
I know.
season.
That
So we
was
got
a
the
joke.
Saints and the Chargers.
Seahawks.
Wow.
Seahawks are 1. So he's 1-2 against the Seahawks, 4-5 against the Saints. However, in the postseason, how can that be though? Postseason, he'd be 2-2 against. If you include postseason, he's 5-5 against the Saints, 2-2 against the Seahawks. That can't be right. It flat out, it just can't be right. It's from Sports Illustrated, and it can't be right because it doesn't add up. But it's interesting. I mean, it's the Dolphins against whom the best division record, 24-12, against him. But it's pretty insane. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie. I got emails for you. This one's from Rod. It says, Mike Bradbury, that's the Lobo women's basketball coach, equals Jordan Spieth, ? Jefferson, this season, the Lady Lobos have been like the pro golfer that's always leaving themselves 5-foot putts for par. Until Saturday, Bradbury had made most of them, with the ball finally lipped out. That's what happens when you let all these cheap teams hang around inside of knocking them out early, like the Lady Lobos had a chance to do early in the fourth. Is that fair?
Fair about Saturday.
Okay.
And what's happening, even the wins.
I got the Terry Bradshaw trivia for you. Jeff, in 1976, he had a song reach number 17 on the country chart and number 91 on the Billboard Hot 100. Do you know that?
No.
I had no idea.
I'm so lonesome I could cry. Terry Bradshaw. Who knew?
What year was it?
1976. Yeah. See, if you watch his thing on HBO, his special, he sings. Here, I'll give you a little Terry. You want some Terry Bradshaw?
Terry Bradshaw.
I mean, I'm not sure you do.
Whoa.
Can I get part where he's singing instead of oohing? Oh,
I'm so lonesome I could cry. Is that it?
All right, I've had enough.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video. It's sad.
Yeah, I just wanted to cry. And I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm not even that lonesome. So, yes, that was your Terry Bradshaw trivia. Jane says, can we talk about the Lady Lobos? Jeff, I had the binoculars out, and you could really see the weight on the women. Lobo football was bad. Lobo basketball isn't good. I think the ladies are carrying the expectations of the entire athletic department on their backs. With that said, I think this loss has very little impact on their chances in Vegas or their prospects afterwards. It's from James. It's interesting. So we always say there's two, and then if you include Lobo women's basketball, there's three revenue generators. But those are the three that get regular television or regular viewership, right? You can find baseball and you can find everything else, but that's where it is, right? And we can have this conversation: is baseball and women's soccer equivalent to women's basketball? Lobo basketball struggling. They're 2 in whatever they are in the league. Lobo football struggled. Do you buy that? Because I buy the back end of what he said, that this is going to have very little impact on Vegas.
It's going to have very little impact on Vegas. It still was such a deflating loss in the moment because you still want to have those expectations. And Mike Bradbury's talked about it, saying they want to carry those expectations. You want to play with that target on your back. Like, you don't want to run from that. So if the pressure's weighing on them, I'd be a little concerned because it's a bunch of seniors out there on the floor that won a conference last year in a much more difficult situation, not playing games at home. And I think what hurts too is you had 5,000 fans out there on Saturday, a lot of momentum, and get beat on a buzzer beater. And this is the worst loss this season. Like, they got beat, Houston, Texas Tech, Stephen F. Austin, like, those are better teams. UNLV was the team you're competing with to win the conference. This was the first, really bad loss of the season for this team.
Let me hit the text line before we get out of here. We were talking about Mike McDaniel, the new coach of the Miami Dolphins, and the hiring practices and the Brian Flores conversation and black coaches getting hired. Mike McDaniel getting hired looks like, I don't know, where am I trying to go with this? He's a mixed race gentleman. His father is African American, if that matters to you. The text line says, hey, Jeff, maybe it's not broken, the system. Have you thought about that? And maybe you need to look at even Coach Flores' hiring practice, see how successful he was hiring black men. Okay? I guess I don't know what the composition of Brian Flores' staff was, do you? In regards to who they were. Honestly, don't know that. Maybe I should look at that. Okay. Did you watch any of the NASCAR in the Coliseum? This one says, NASCAR race in LA Coliseum was pitiful and dreadful. Track too small, race too slow, too many cars, no passing, like watching the bull riding in the pit. Okay.
Jeez.
Did you watch any of it?
Were people grumpy because football's almost
Yes.
over? Are people
100%.
Everyone on their...
Because they had to watch that crap football.
Everyone's moody.
So I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights, and it did look like watching bumper cars, like going really slow around this small little track with no room to pass.
So there's only
I don't have much knowledge behind it.
Was there only 20 cars?
Yeah, it was not. There's no way you put 40 some odd cars.
It's still super tiny.
Yeah.
It'd be like running them out on one of these, a high school track. Like, literally. That's how short the track was, a quarter-mile track. It looked tough to watch.
Well, that's why it was an exhibition race. It wasn't a regular season, right?
What was the point? Just to get it in L.A., to do something crazy, to promote it?
To get it in the market.
Everyone's get off my rocks. Everyone's grumpy.
Get out of my
Football's
Coliseum.
over.
Get out of my stadium.
But it was an exhibition
Everyone's
race.
grumpy.
All right. Look, we're always saying try different stuff. Try a different market. Bringing NASCAR to L.A. is certainly a different market. It's not Fontana. It's not Riverside. It's not Ramona. Okay, they tried something. I don't know that I need to see it again. I'd love we're almost done, but I'd love what NASCAR fan has to say. Was that something that was cool? Did you enjoy that? Because I watched the highlights of it.
NASCAR.
And it was the cars going really slow, super tight, because you couldn't accelerate because it's about 110 meters down the straightaway before you had to hit the turns. I don't know who won.
Hence, Joey Logano.
All right. And he gets points for that, or he doesn't?
Oh, it's an exhibition race.
I just asked. I said he gets points for a question mark.
That's why they're, let's throw this inside a football stadium, so be it, and get ready for Daytona.
Okay. I just asked, for those of you who are NASCAR fans, was that successful? Was that a good watch?
The answer for NASCAR is going to be yes.
Okay.
Because someone, whether they liked it or not, got it to us. We just spent 60 seconds talking about NASCAR.
Okay.
As will other people throughout the day going, what about that race inside a football stadium?
All right. Winner, winner. NASCAR.
Winner.
Go to In-N-Out. It's right down the street.
And God bless Culver's. Try it if you haven't.
Jim Rome Show is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd will follow that. 2 Men On with A. Marie and Brandon Vogt today here on the Sports
Get it.
That's must-see radio. Must listen. Listen.
And good old Vital.
Yeah, and Vitali will be here. Adrian, good work today. Thank you, A. Marie. Have fun this afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
Big day for you?
Huge day.
Of course it is. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at FiestaSubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at FiestaSubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof?
Go Lobos.
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your business or